So the markets are projecting that the conflict in Iran is over. And in about a month or two, hopefully some sense of normalcy. And the markets are usually right because insiders such as big banks, international banks, and big investors have inside knowledge that help shape the markets. And we're seeing that right now. The United States does not have a clear path to victory. Despite all their tough talk and rhetoric about the conflict, they're looking for an exit plan. And it's real evident. The United States started this conflict to save the petrodollar, but I don't think the petrodollar is savable at this point, thanks to Trump and his actions over the year. They're planning on withdrawing all the Middle East, I assume, and they will leave control of the Middle Eastern oil to China. So China will have pretty much a stranglehold over Asia because they will control indirectly oil in the Middle East, which leaves Europeans out of the loop. And the Europeans will depend on Russia for oil, which is not good. And the rest of the world will depend on the United States because the United States has control over Venezuela. This is why the next likely target of the United States is Cuba, because Cuba is strategically located in all the shipping routes to ship energy from the United States and from Venezuela. So they would want to control those shipping routes. That leaves Canada as a wild card. And this is likely why you're seeing a lot of investment in Canada from outside sources such as Europe and South Korea. They're building up the next only really viable large source of petroleum oil and crude oil in the world. And this is why the European Union, the UK, and Canada is arming up, because we still have a threat to our southern border, which is the United States, which wants to control a large majority of the oil on the Western Hemisphere. But just like what Mark Carney's doing, he's basically arming up Canada so we can defend ourselves in the future. So, with hope, life will be normal in about 2 months, and prices and fuel prices will be normal. But that leaves us with a new situation, with the United States regrouping and rearming and approaching the Ford and GM and all automotive plants to see if they can produce military equipment. There is still some uncertainty in the future. Yeah, there's still some uncertainty. But with a man like Mark Carney at the helm, I have no doubt that Canada will be successful in defending itself or arming itself to the point that no one's going to want to mess with us. And our economy is so strong that it will rival that of the United States. Anyways, you stay deadly, and that's my take, and hopefully my last take on this. Stay deadly.